Hey, it's Amanda. Thanks for joining me. Today is my first of 5 videos as part of a collaboration that Simone organized, and I'm so thankful for her organizing it. I signed on, and unfortunately, we started moving right after I agreed to do this, and without Simone's organization and cheerleading us on, I don't know if I would have been able to participate. So I appreciate her so much. She asked Ellie, Dakshina, John, and I to collaborate for this 25 days of December. So the 5 of us are going to take turns covering 5 different topics, or like plan with me or challenges. So between the 5 of us, there will be one new video each day through the 25 days of December. So I will be sure to link all of their information below, and I highly recommend following them. They're all wonderfully consistent and creative in their own different ways too. So definitely give them all a follow. And today's video is kind of like our introductory one. I'm flipping through this. I know many of you, if you've been here before, are familiar with it. I am still using basically a bullet journal in Tomoe River paper, 160 pages from Paper Penguin Co. And then up here I have my paper and cats inserts still, tracker and month on 2 pages. So the first question that we are kind of going over is how we got into planning. And I have a video that kind of talks about my planner journey. So it has a lot of views. I think people are just kind of interested in why I changed and why at the end I stuck in this size. I've been in standard size since 2016. So that kind of explains that. But I really got into planning, just it's an outlet for me, but it's also something that I've just always habitually done. I like to feel, in control and organized, and I think that's something a lot of people can relate to. So right now I've also added in, let's see, I'm not going to show it today, but I can do a separate video if anybody's interested. But I created an insert that's just all about our move and moving and selling and buying a new home. And I just love the adaptability that I have with, pen and paper. Like you add a sheet of paper, you write whatever you want on it, and you have some sense of control regained. So current favorites, obviously I'm still loving my Spek Nomad. What's cool is that instead of ordering these as custom, so I'm talking about this black leather piece right now. It's called a Nomad. And instead of them just being a custom order option from Spek, you can actually just purchase them straight from the web shop. They're really, really durable as I peel off some sticker paper, I think that was. So they're super durable. This is the Touch Me Nor, and I picked this leather partially because of how durable and also how thin it is and lightweight. So I have my credit cards on this side, or driver's license and everything like that. And my brain is all in here. So this will be a favorite for a very, very long time. In relation a little bit, the next question is my last purchase. I don't purchase planners very often, and when I do, it's very, very meticulous, and I'm kind of the same way with my bags. But funny story, I bought this, well, my husband got it for me, so thank you, because I do love it. It's a Low & Sons Pearl, and I've had my eye on it for a very long time. I knew it would be a tight squeeze to get my planner, my standard size, in the middle here, but I honestly thought I could. I can't, as it stands. If I really, really de-chunk this, and leave all but just a couple inserts, it does fit in that center pocket. As I said, we're moving right now, and by the by, I'm a nurse, and we're in the middle of a pandemic, so I'm not trying to make other decisions like that, like changing my planner or finding a new purse. I cannot make any more decisions like that, even if they're fun. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I love that bag and I love my planner, and I'm actually not taking my planner into places as I was previously, because again, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so I really limit the items that I take into the store with me. Often I'm just taking my credit card, my driver's license, and my keys in my pocket, and that's all I take into the store. So I don't carry the purse traditionally as I would, and I'm also in that phase of parenting where my kids don't really need anything from me. So this is the first bag I've bought that isn't a diaper bag in 6 years. So I don't know. Again, I can't make decisions like that right now, so I'm just not going to. We'll figure it out later. So yeah, and the next question is biggest planner fail. And like I said, I'm usually really meticulous about things that I buy that I'm going to keep for a very long time, because it's always my goal to just have them forever, and always be happy with them as long as they suit my lifestyle. But those two aren't compatible. It's kind of a fail for me, but I'll figure it out. I'll let you know. And speaking of another fail, so see how that kind of jams sometimes? This is my Pilot Vanishing Point. I love it. I've been using it I guess for a couple of years now. It's an extra fine nib inside, and back in March I dropped it. And if that will focus, you can see that the nib itself is bent. It's supposed to be straight up and down. Fortunately, it still writes. It still writes almost exactly the same line weight or line thickness that it did before I dropped it. So I've just been carrying on. I dropped it on the day that I found out I was exposed to COVID. This was way back in like February before. I was exposed in February, found out in March. I was one of the very, very first nurses up here with one of the very, very first patients. It's just, it has a story and it writes, and we're making it through all of this like a day at a time. If it didn't write, maybe we would have to do something different, but it was such a bad, I just dropped it, and everything just worked out against me in that moment for it to bend, but it still writes. So we're working with it until it doesn't write anymore. The last question for today is planner peace. And I've touched on my attitude towards like buying things like planners and bags. I don't buy them often. This is so full right now. I don't buy them often because I intend to use them for a very long time until it no longer suits my needs. But I look for quality things that I know are gonna last. See, I've got like stuff on this, and that's gonna come right off. It's no big deal. So for me, this is definitely a planner piece. Being in standard size and having this tough leather that doesn't show, any resistance. The other main planner that I'm using right now is also from Spek, and I'm using the Hobonichi Cousin for our homeschool. So in here, this is a codex. I have this slipped in to this back pocket back here, and I love the Hobonichi Cousin. If I could, so I don't know. I don't want to use it for my daily planner because I do love what I have going on over here. But it's been perfect for homeschool. And if anybody's interested, and people have asked on Instagram, so I will do my best to get a flip through of it done this month. I'm definitely getting back in the habit of recording. As I said, thanks to my accountability buddies in this collaboration, I will have at least 5 new videos in December. So thank you again to Simone for organizing all of this. And I will definitely remind you all to go check out their videos too in the description. My life is a little chaotic, so this is a little extra thick right now. We didn't plan on moving this year. We didn't plan on having a pandemic this year. Definitely didn't plan on doing them in the same year. But we're going to make it through day at a time together. So if you have any questions about these, be sure to let me know. And then I will be back on the 9th with a new video up on YouTube. And I will kind of talk about YouTube and my experience with that. And also like my most watched video. If you're watching this one, I'm guessing you've already seen my most watched video, but I can also give a quick update on that as well. Right now, I think my why I'm in a standard size kind of planner journey is top, and then my getting things done is my number 2 video. But I'll give a quick update on both of those on Wednesday the 9th. So thanks for watching.